Ndathi wathi duzana usathule namanje. Ingane zabantu trapped in a battlefield. Barakathi duzane. Dololo. True to himself. Dololo. Ntlamulo armutholi. Artholi MKP. Marara maphosa ka re something utla ba bana ba kitima ba tswa ba le bangata. Maphelo a batho who went on their program, on their persuasion, are at stake. You can't find MKP. We still can't find them. Tomorrow or Friday, we might actually bring you an interview from one of those people trapped, one of those people who went there, allegedly led by the officials of MKP, under the pretext that they'll be getting training of some sort, when in fact they are being trafficked. That is an important story. It's not going to die. It's not going anywhere, that story. The sooner everybody comes to the table, the better, so that we all put our heads together and fetch our South Africans.
Is the MKP actually recruiting people or recruiting young kids to be soldiers? And what is MKP about? Isn't it a political party, or is a political party together with some military wing in it? Does it have military wings? Please, MKP people, come and educate me, because I saw this video and it looks like some recruitment of young people of some kind. Them doing the wings there. What's going on? Hey guys, happy Tuesday and welcome back to my channel. What is going on with our political leaders? They've been receiving a lot of scrutiny as of late, especially Umkhonto weSizwe Party and the Economic Freedom Fighters. And this comes after Economic Freedom Fighters supported the actions that were taken by McBride and were against Phahlane. But with the recent developments, we find that actually Phahlane was not on the wrong side. The person that was on the wrong side, which is the side of O'Sullivan, was Mr. McBride. We also found that the EFF supported the lady that is currently testifying, Dr. Imogen Mashazi. And they said that she's strict, she's a good leader, she's a good mayor. But now we find out that this woman was one person that just didn't care. Ekurhuleni was just a dancing side for criminals and criminal acts. And she failed to take part in making sure that everybody who's found being accused of being part of something or doing something that is considered illegal is taken into action. And her failure thereof makes it seem like she lacked oversight or she never exercised her power to oversight. Now we see Umkhonto weSizwe Party on the other hand. Umkhonto weSizwe Party mingling with Vusumuzi Matlala, shaking hands, having fun, Halabaloo party. Then we also see on the other hand, Umkhonto weSizwe Party is taking pictures with Abo Shadrack Sibiya. You know, this stance that has been taken by these two political parties is rather shady. I'm an EFF voter, I always say this, but I'm not going to criticize leaders when there's something wrong with them. So I just don't understand what is going on. And I don't know, I don't want to lie, even the ANC itself, the ANC is even worse because it's harboring criminals. Criminals are leaders in the ANC. So we see all of this happening with these different political parties. Will we have hope as South Africans? Will we ever have political parties that are for our interests, that care about us? What do you guys think about these things that have been going on? People are saying that these tweets are old tweets from the EFF leader, which is Julius Malema. They don't count now because the EFF knows the truth now. But the fact of the matter is that this exists. This is there. The EFF knows this. What are you going to do about these tweets? Are they going to reverse them? Are they going to keep quiet and just say that, you know, we know better now? What do you guys think about this? Even I saw a tweet of some of I think it's the deputy president of Umkhonto weSizwe Party, saying that, you know what, we don't agree with what these leaders are doing. We don't like what these leaders are doing. Do you think, guys, we have a leadership crisis in South Africa? Because people are looking up to our leaders. And if our leaders are taking such stance, people like me are starting to look at our leaders differently. And I'm like, okay, really? And it seems like it's a trend that keeps on going on, especially with Madlanga. We get to understand that these people were praising each other. They have relations. It then makes sense why the EFF leader even said that Andre Jensen is a Winnie Mandela of our time. That's the thing, guys. Andre Jensen is receiving this backlash because Andre Jensen dismissed or arrested Khumalo without even proper investigation. She entered into administrative issue of crime intelligence. Ugena guy, Andre. Ugena guy. That's what she did. And that's why people have really given her this so much backlash that she's now one of the candidates to be the Ndpp, the National Director of Public Prosecution, to take reins from Shamila Batoy. But it seems like people are against her appointment. There's a lot of emails that have been sent regarding her. On the other hand, News 24 is trying to discredit one of the people that are candidates, which means that clearly it seems like high chances Andre will be the Ndpp, because so far the media is against other candidates, it's covering bad news about other candidates. But when it comes to Andre, there's nothing negative, which means Andre is clean. Andre, Womandla, we want you in Mbogoto. But that's the thing. The truth is that Mama cannot be trusted. Mama looks like as if she's serving certain interests of what monopoly capital that is trying to silence people that are doing the work, the right work in society, like Dumisani Khumalo. Because to date, we're still not understanding why target Dumisani Khumalo when we have people like how many people guys have been accused of nepotism and hiring their friends. Even she herself, she was part of the panel that appointed her husband. She is also guilty herself. But there's nothing that is being done, nothing that is being said. It's just a normal day to day, and she can't be arrested. But when it comes to Khumalo, he gets arrested. Khumalo did explain why they appointed Ms. Dineo Mukwele. They made it clear as to why they appointed her, and that there was no nepotism involved. So which means Mugal is running the agenda of those people. And that's the thing. NPA is controlled by O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan doesn't want Khumalo and Fan Masemula. Could it be that all of this, or she as Andrea, is also listening to people like O'Sullivan, taking instructions from O'Sullivan, doing things that O'Sullivan want? So people don't like Andrea because of that. But the media never covers that. The media never says anything about that. Instead, they're discrediting all the other candidates. It's the same thing that they've done with the journalist that has revealed the judge that was corrupt, and even covered the story and showed that judge, everybody knows that the judge is corrupt. What did they do? They are dragging him from Crete to Cairo. That journalist, they're taking it down. Old news exposing him as to what was involved with, who does he know, who is he, all of that. So clearly, we see from all these exercises that certain people are being protected and certain people are being covered from certain criticisms. And this makes you to ask yourself, what is the role of political parties? What is the role of political parties in all of this? Because we see them rubbing shoulders, asking lenient questions to some of the members, not being robust. And then when people are robust, they're being, told that, she's rude, like Miss James. Oh, she's rude. Oh, she talks too much. Oh, What should we do, guys? Do you want justice or you don't? You have to choose. And justice to a certain degree comes with you having to be robust, as funny, we're not the same, and other people's can be able to express their views just by sitting and express it, but others have to use certain things, certain language. I'm not saying that insulting a person is right, but line of questioning, sometimes that is how people question things, and whenever you question, you get backlash. It's like when other people do certain things, you just have to keep quiet and be like, yeah, do it, baby, do it, my lovey. It's all right, you are doing it. Guys, we are living in a democratic society, and one thing that does not make sense needs to be called out. And I'm very disappointed in our leaders. I'm not saying that the DA, FF Plus, and everybody else are very clean. They also have their own scandals. You know how the media is. It doesn't cover their scandals as much as we do. Now they're busy pushing that thing of white genocide, especially after the president's speech with regards to the message that he had against the USA.
Maybe the can shall say Banabis. Ubetino, Usiwili Zol. Rama cakes? Unaring so. I mean, come on. That G20 is not the largest event South Africa has ever held in relation to heads of states. You will all remember so many of these events, far more contingents of heads of state, World Summit on Sustainable Development. Do you remember that huge complement of heads of state? Across the world, over 50 heads of states hosted in South Africa. It's not about the event. Hey, G20. Traffic lights are not working. Dada Morero. Mojo Begemu. Get back to square one. But Balabadi, Badamba Hota Yuangmo, Strateg Arsababon. Alina di Tlong. re address mo ka di madiba shirts the whole night Sunday. Motho nna ke a mutla ona reng Ramaphosa o betheng Ramaphosa G20 hey le lo tshwara until 2027 G20 wele fix traffic lights. Traffic lights are not working. It's back to square one. Anna mahloni.
And what did they do? These AfriForums and everybody else, they started pushing that expropriation, white genocide and stuff like that, forgetting that these articles, I don't know if it's tweets or what, show that some of these white Afrikaners or white farmers are unaliving each other. Does that get to be communicated to the USA? Or it's always painted as if black people are the ones that are attacking Afrikaners?
We recall the great solidarity movement in the United States that stood by our side in our struggle for democracy and freedom. We recall how the Bill of Rights in the United States Constitution inspired us as we wrote our own Constitution. We offer the people of the United States nothing but goodwill and friendship. We affirm our commitment to continue to engage in dialogue with the United States government and to do so with respect and with dignity as equal sovereign countries. We value the United States government and its people as a partner. We have common interests, common values, and a shared wish to advance the prosperity and well-being of the people of both of our countries.
Now, but the DA is quiet on that stance. They've said nothing. Other parties, FF Plus, it's like they're supporting this, this thing that is trying to be pushed, this agenda that is being pushed by this Afrikaner groups, especially the farmers like AfriForum and Solidarity. It's fine.
Stop lying.
When they do those things. So I'm saying that at the end of the day, we need to decide as people in South Africa, especially since we are going to 2026 next year, what do we want? People have even suggested, why don't we have our own political party or something of that kind that will look at the interests of the people, that will actually care about the people, because our leaders, Bonanje, they always have scandal. They're always tainted. Not saying that we're young people and stuff, they're not tainted. Everybody has their own scandals and skeleton, I'm assuming. But I don't know what you guys think should happen with our country, because it seems like our leaders, gooby. Nonetheless, guys, let me hear your thoughts. What you think. I will see you on my next episode.